By the way, we should mention that vinyl in Russia used to cost just fortune.
Basically, they're selling CDs in China. If they got it from overseas, they're selling those CDs at roughly the same price, maybe it's a little bit lower than the CDs you've got on the international market. And because of the foreign exchange rate, the local people, Chinese people, have to pay more for the CDs.
One vinyl, half of month's salary. That was the real value of the dollar. But on overseas, jeans cost very little, and vinyl cost. That's how he managed to. Yes, tell them. Why did you have so much rubles in Russia? I didn't have. Воровал. He's joking that he said joke that he was a thief. Stole money from whom?
I spoke to this guy at a record fair, and he'd spent $600 on a soul LP that was 4 tracks long, and he said it was amazing. And for him, the value was there, but you have to sort of have your limitations in a way. You got to eat.
If I see a record that I know that you'll never see again, it's like super unknown, and especially if there's so few copies made, it's worth it to get it, especially if it's like most of the songs in the album you enjoy, or you feel like, in the future your taste may change, so you may like those other tracks on the album. Get it. Because it's worth it, because there are certain records out there, especially older records, that you're just never gonna see again. So that's why I don't hesitate. The most I've ever paid for a record is $500. I don't know if I'll quite go over that threshold, but yeah, I paid $500 for a record.
Thanks, bro. I buy a lot of albums for the cover. In fact, my the clock, as it's known, is the place for the unusual record of the week, or ridiculously bad cover of the week. That's a record of heartbeats. It's a medical record. It was given to doctors so that they could listen to it and understand what a regular, healthy heartbeat was. There's all sorts of arrhythmias on it, so that they can listen to that and go, oh, well, you've got, blah, blah, or, oh my God, you're dying. So yeah, it's essentially...
Got to make sure they have it on the right speed.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, it's a record full of heartbeats.
Cover art is just like, there will never be anything like, vinyl cover art again. Look at that. Look at the Love and Spoonful. Look how cute they are, and how psychedelic, and how simple. The simplicity of it, I think, too.
Oh, this is an album that, I can't... This is probably my favourite collection of music. It's exotica, kind of rock and roll exotica from the 60s, the Lavender Jungle. It's a really weird compilation. I mean... this is why it was sad in Red Eye Records for all those years.
That sounds pretty normal.
The rhythm of this normal...
Do not try to listen for too long.
That is, the spacing between cycles is uniform. In the next recording, this regular or sinus rhythm is interrupted every so often by a premature systole with a compensating pause before the next beat.
Well, that sounds serious. Oh yeah, that's not good.
This is Love is a Groovy Feeling by Phineas and the Lemon Fog. This is probably my favorite record I own. I've never played it. I have no idea what it sounds like. It doesn't matter what it sounds like. Just the fact that a record of that title would exist, and the title and the group name.
So that's a big call if that's your favorite.
Well, I mean, I exaggerated, but this week it's my favorite. But yeah, Love is a Groovy Feeling. I mean, can you find anyone that would disagree with that statement? It's like an entire worldview.
Can I take this record off?
Yay!
Yeah, I think he needs pacemaker, a tachycardia specifically, I think. That stage.
Beautiful cover though.
It is good. Nice minimalist cover.
Yeah. ticks a lot of boxes, just not the listening to box.